the last week, maybe week and a half. So that's all good. Okay, 2 more rows and we are done with the topping. Yeehaw. Do I want to sell the topper now? I think what I can do, because this is a... I think the first time I saw this, I think Sugar Beets came in Farming Simulator 17. The first time I saw people using this, they would have the topper on the front and the towed harvester on the back, probably about 220 horsepower tractor, and they would run it as one kit. I quickly figured out the problem is it's really difficult to maneuver the thing on the back. We didn't have GPS back then. We did eventually get a GPS mod back then, but you didn't have a GPS mod. So you had to do it all by eye, and trying to line up the topper at the front and the harvester at the back, and if you were driving over ground that hadn't been topped, you were killing the crop. That was just, yeah, I quickly figured out doing it this way. So you top the field first, then you can drive all over it with the harvester, and it doesn't matter if the harvester's not precisely lining up when you do a turn at the end of the field or a headland or whatever. Now we're not killing the crop because the other ground crops don't get killed when you drive over the leaves. I guess it's not a problem. I could actually do this with the full tractor hauled kit. I won't, but I could. So, but I'll wait till we've harvested all of the sugar beets, and then we'll take back the harvester and the topper at the same time on one tractor. And this tractor can probably cope with it. About 205 horsepower on this one. I don't recall. Anyway, let us drop this off. I think we'll run over, get some diesel, and then we'll go harvest a field, because that's what we do around here. Did I say? Oh, I've got that. Yeah, I've got that tractor over there. I suppose we could turn the lights off. Yay. Okay, I will put this here. I think maybe we'll do another methane run. And then what? Do another methane run and get to the sugar beets, I guess. We have been at this for an hour. Let's fill that up. I did buy a lot. Oh, you're done. Oh, that's cool. You're still... Why is... Oh, you're... Yeah. Yeah, with this one, the tractor will do the middle, and then it'll go and find the starting point for the headland, which is why it's not dragging on the ground at the moment. This is where it starts the headland. Oh, well, that was... Don't overstress yourself. I don't know what he's doing. We'll leave him there. We will jump in this one. I'm go and do some methane. I mean, I guess I don't have to mulch and subsoil the sugar beet fields immediately. So those tractors could be freed up for something else. Maybe contracts. Maybe we could earn a couple of 100,000 in contracts. But for right now, we definitely need the small 6R and the big 6R ore case to harvest the sugar beets. The other two tractors are attached to equipment that needs to be used, but I don't have to work them quite yet. It's going to take a long time. I could free up the 8R and leave the case on the mulcher, because once we've done one field, it's just step on to the next one and get the mulcher mulching. Stay there for now. Anyway, I think we've mulched everything. Yeah. I might have another field to mulch. I might need to check on that. Okay. That's the next task. We'll get this filling up, and I will check to see if the mulching is done, whether there's one more field to do. So, up and fill. Don't want to do that. I want to do this. And field data. Yeah, crop types. We have grass and pink sugar beets. We have, that's a seed bed because that's what subsoilers do, and he's now working down there. Harvested. Yeah. Next one. Mulched. That's mulched, and these three are mulched. This one is, what's that? Needs rolled. Yeah, okay. So we're done with the mulching right now, and as we do harvest these fields, those will also need to be mulched. Time to drive to town. Yeehaw. Make ourselves another $6,000. Actually, yeah. We've been paying workers, we've been paying a lot of workers to do worker stuff. And only just above 2,000 now. Train coming? No. Slow down. Okay. Don't want the tanker to go airborne. That would be a bad plan. Oh, made it. Plus, the other thing I haven't done is check on contracts. Although I'm going to leave it as far as contracts are concerned until the 8R's done working. As far as planting cotton is concerned, we use the same planter for all of our planting. So cotton and sugar beets run out of the same planter. So if I can plant a field with sugar beets, I can plant it with cotton. Not an issue. Just need to make sure that I have all the fields that I want available to plant cotton. And I might go kind of overboard with the amount of cotton we get planted if we do this, just to make it totally worthwhile for the harvester, and I can always take a loan out and make up the cost of the harvester. But we are going to have a couple of big buys this year. Need to watch the fields. I probably don't want to buy any of the fields till January, after I've sold all the grains. That way we get the environmental bonus, sell all the grains, and buy a field which has a lousy environmental score, and we'll trash our environmental bonus, but I've sold everything, so it doesn't matter. Our soybeans will suffer, but nothing else should. Gonna leave. The field on our left is quite a lucrative field when it comes to harvesting, although I don't think it has a crop I really want to get out and harvest. It's looking very much like a ground crop. Okay, somewhere here there is that one. Anybody behind me? Nope. I can drive slow. It's just before the train tracks. Is this it? That's not it. That's a school bus and ketchup. This one, gas station. Here we are. Yay. There's the methane tanks. Awesome. Okay, sell that off. That'll give me a buffer in the bank account for workers, and while that's running, we will have a look at, we could do cultivating. I can do that with the big tractor, the 8R. There is harvesting of bad things on the ground or underground. We have, that is harvesting cotton. No, is that harvesting? No, that's red beets. Oh, that one's scary. And parsnips. That one is red beets. That one is sugar beets. So yes, that was the harvesting stuff. There's hoeing. That's a good contract. Do that with the case. And then stone picking, just no. So there's a ploughing, no, cultivating contract and a hoeing contract. Might look into those. How's this doing? Yeah, we're making stuff. How's this doing? Close to 10,000. Okay, how's the cows doing? Cows are eating food. They've already eaten 9,000 litres since we filled them up. Horses are doing good. The cow's straw is, yeah. And the sheep's might need a bale of hay. Yeah, sometime. Maybe. Okay. So, we're now up to 208,000 money, so don't have to panic about paying workers for a bit. Kind of at this stage, I want to keep over 200,000 until we have to buy a thing. Train, not seeing a train, not seeing flashing lights, go for it. Much smoother crossing that. Oh, I also want to, want a slurry tanker, which I'm going to have to buy one that I can haul behind the semi-truck, I think. I only got this size tank for hauling the methane because we really don't make methane very quickly. So this size of tanker is absolutely fine for doing that with. I mean, even if I load up with slurry and maybe start feeding... I'm not going to feed silage bales to the BGA because the money's good. The money's too good. When that's said, I could turn my small fields into grass fields. I turn them into grass fields. That makes for... I can still use the field inside the farm for stuff, for feed, and the occasional sale, and I could use all the small fields to create silage and then drop that in the BGA and create another production of digestate. Something to think about. Does mean there's going to be a lot more mowing, but I just downgraded the mower set so that I can use this tractor or the case on that. I don't know. We'll think about it. Anyway, I need to get this in the storage now. Back in the farmyard. What I might do, since the case is done with all the mulching, I think I will use that to help with the sugar beet harvest. Okay, you are done. You are full. So that's a good thing. You need a weight. Let's put a weight on the front. Noticed one over here. Not sure whose weight that is. I have a feeling that weight might need to be serviced. One of the weights needs to be serviced. So let's go check this out. Grab the thing, the doodad. All right. Boom, boom, boom. What? Did I not drive in far enough? Okay. There we go. No, that weight's fine, and the tractor's good enough. So let's go. Yeah, that's the 6R155. The other one's 6R250. Hi, horsies. Let's do this. Cool. I heard that. I don't have game volume turned up too much. Anyway, oh, hi doggy. No, that's deer. Okay. So again, we'll do this field over here first, and then the rest are all in a row. I should just be able to set this off on a worker and it'll be happy. Trust me, it will be happy. Hear me? Be happy. And we can drive on this without killing anything, so good. Okay, so she's getting on with that. I think ideally the next thing I need to do is pull in the case. You are harvesting at a good rate. Okay, let's fold that up and get back to the yard. We'll drop this off I might drop this off in the middle of the yard, because obviously we are going to be using it soon. I think I should probably consider checking these bales. I mean, the cows have enough food, so that's a good thing. But soil, bad pH. What's bad pH? That's... oh, we need to get out here with stuff. And we can lime this immediately this month. I'm wondering what rolling would do. This bale is grass. Okay. So, I didn't look at the percentage, but it's still grass. I'm not expecting it to be silage until tomorrow. So, that's a thing. As I said, we'll put this in here. And drop that off. Thank you. What am I doing? I am going here. Oh, look. The sugar beet harvester's full. Surprise. Okay. And last thing in this thing was manure, so I probably should clean it all out. Okay, that's good. Back up, go fill it with sugar beets. How's the diesel? Diesel's fine in this one. So we get 6,000 sugar beets in our thing there. This takes, don't know, possibly 30,000. I don't know how much sugar beets weigh in comparison with what this trailer can actually cope with. So we'll run down here. I love how the engine revs up to work the equipment. So 5 loads of this. I can just park along the side. So that nearly got all the way around the field. That's the nice thing. Although that's 6,000 litres and we had to service the harvester like 2/3 of the way round. That's why I don't do sugar beets on big fields, because you have to unload the harvester like 20 times for each lap, unless you're using the big self-propelled things. If you're using one of those, you're looking at 45,000 litres. I don't have a truck big enough for that. I wouldn't even know if I could get one. We're using the Brantner. I think we're using that one, yes. And none of the others are really heavy duty. I need to lease this to haul the beets down to the station. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. You are still working on the inside lap. See, AI Worker has a nearly full tank already. Let me go get the hoe. The hoe is ho. This thing. Good. The only thing I do want to check is my other thing. Drive me down to the road. Let's pick up the contracts so they don't get lost. Not stone picking. Hoeing. That one. Where is that field? Oh, next to the farm. Okay. Accept the contract. Good. And cultivating. And we'll accept that contract too. I want to know how big my cultivator is. How do we do that? We go here. We go there. We go vehicles. That is a cultivator. That's 260 horsepower. And I do believe that John Deere 250 is 301 horsepower. So we can do cultivating with this tractor too. Good to know. I don't need the 8R to do things. And I do believe I need to pull up here because that one. So just about made it over one round. We're on the second headland. Obviously headlands get smaller as we go. It's the next 6,000. I think the problem with this is I have to pull out the way. Okay, turn around. All right. There we go. Much easier. So let's go make lots of money. Not that field. That's another field I could get. And then this one here. I kind of want to work my way up to the two that are opposite the farm. And then we can start working possibly this scary, massive, huge field. But if I put cotton in that field, then stick a cotton harvester in it and just wait for it to finish. All right, you're in there. Let's. Pretty sure this is the right field.